Hi, this is Mary Egbert from Handspun Yarn, and I'm going to show you how to use a niddy noddy today. When I first started using one of these, I couldn't figure it out to save my life. But I'm going to show you firsthand how to use one, and by the time this video is done, you will be a pro. Okay, to get started, you're going to hold your niddy noddy in this direction. So the top part's going left to right, and then the bottom part, we'll call it front because it's facing me, and then this is the back. I like to take my drive band off my bobbin so it's not so hard to pull it off the wheel when I pull it onto my niddy noddy. Okay, so I'm going to bring it over the top and I'm going to hold it onto the centerpiece like this. So your yarn is going to go over the left, under the back, over the right, and then under the front. So it's over left, under back, over right, under front. Left, back, right, front. Left, back, right, front. Now when you get really good at it, you can move your niddy noddy to meet your yarn instead of moving your yarn to meet your niddy noddy, and then you can get pretty fast at it. So it's left, back, right, front. Left, back, right, front. And I'm always hanging on to that center piece. I don't know, it gives it just some more stability. And sometimes when you're winding on your yarn, you may need to just push it over a little bit so it doesn't come off the ends. Though there are some end caps on these ones, but I left this one free and you'll see why. There is a little bit of tension when I'm winding it, but not a whole bunch. Like I'm not pulling the yarn to keep it really tight, but I'm taking out the slack. And you can fit a whole bunch of yarn on the niddy noddy. This is a 2 yard, so when I take it off, each side is going to be a yard, and you're going to count one side and double it, and that's going to be your yardage for your yarn. And you could steam. We showed you how to steam yarn on a niddy noddy the last video. You could steam right on the PVC niddy noddy, and then I showed you how to make one too, so it's really easy. Some people even, like if you do the submersion setting of your yarn, some people actually keep it right on the niddy noddy to do it that way, but I think it stretches too much and I've never done it that way. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to show you how to tie it off so you don't get those little like creases in your yarn. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so when I do my figure 8 tying, I just use like a cheapy cone yarn. It doesn't really matter. I usually cut a big enough piece to kind of bigger than I think I'm going to need. Then I'll just trim it later. But this is the kind of tying that you want to do if you're going to show your yarn. They like to see it tied like this. So you're going to tie it in 4 different places. So I have 1, 2, there's 4 sides, okay? So I'm going to take one side and I'm going to take the end and slip it half. I'm going to divide it in half and put it through one side. You see that? And then I'm going to take the top piece, slide it under where I put it through and under the other side, and I'm going to tie it in a knot. And I don't really tie it too tight because you don't want to get those creases in your yarn because I don't know, it kind of looks kind of crummy. Then I just trim off the edges. Okay, you see you have a free piece here. I'm going to bring it around to the other side, tuck it in. And then I am going to do the other side. Okay, so I'm going to take the whole piece. I'm going to split it in half. I'm going to put the end underneath it. I'm going to take this piece and bring it through where the other end came in and underneath, and then tie it. Now if you have a really big skein of yarn that has lots of yardage and it's really thick, you may want to do more than just one figure 8. So this is how you could do it. You're going to take the whole section and you're going to divide it into 3s. And you're going to put it under one part. Then you're going to take that bottom string and you're going to divide that into half, the other section, and you're going to bring it underneath. Okay, then you're going to take this one and go underneath that one. It's a little bit confusing, but it'll keep your yarn from getting messed up. And believe me, you want to tie off your yarn before you take it off to set. You know, don't. Noddy. I'm going to pull it off that side. Remember when I said it didn't have an end cap on it? That's what it's for. You're going to pull it off. Okay, this is a 2-yard niddy noddy, which means one side is 1 yard and one side is another yard. You're going to count all the threads on this side. You're going to divide it by 2, and that's how many yards you have in your skein of yarn. Now to make a skein, you're going to put your hands on both sides and you're just going to twist it. Twist it until it twists on itself. And then you're just going to put one end into the other side, and now you have a skein of yarn, and you'll tuck in those loose ends. So there you go. That's how to make a skein of yarn, how to tie it, and happy spinning. See you later.